What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Redriveraviation. Hope you guys had a fantastic day today, and today we have the American Airlines maintenance facility tour at Tulsa International Airport for you guys. I hope you guys are excited for today's video, and without any further delay, let's get into this. Alrighty everybody, let's take a look at the American Airlines Global Headquarters maintenance operations at Tulsa International Airport. On August 19th, 2022, I got the opportunity to tour the American Airlines maintenance facility at Tulsa International Airport during KTUL's Aviation Day event. I was blown away by the experience, and I thought this tour would make for an outstanding video by itself. To give the best possible first-hand viewing experience, this video will be in a very raw format. If you'd like to hear my full thoughts on the items featured throughout this video, feel free to check out the Tulsa International Airport Aviation Day vlog as I go into full detail on those topics in that video. Thank you so much to American Airlines and Tulsa International Airport for making this event possible. This was a surreal opportunity and one of my favorite aviation memories to date. What an experience. Without any further delay, let's dive into this experience, everybody.
Have you been in here before?
I have not. This is unbelievable. Wow.
Is that a Dash 5 actually has a little bit more fan blades, and the gearbox position is different. The Airbus sets a little bit, or the Boeing sets a little bit lower to the ground, and so the Airbus has to be moved to the side of the Airbus has a little bit degrees when this blade gets hit. So if you look, there's a whole bunch of little bitty holes all in that turbine blade, and here's like a cutaway. There's actually air passages that go in there that makes a layer of film. Like Paul was saying, this is a very expensive part of the engine. I'll tell you what, whoever's holding it now, give me a guess. What do you think one of those costs?
$4,000.
20 grand.
Tell them how many are in one.
About 1 inch.
So there's 80 of them going around in a disc. So so it's about $1.8 million for the whole HPT submodule. So
Those little holes are for cooling purposes.
Each part is, when it gets built and assembled, you'll see these parts being assembled on the table in the disc, and they'll go in there and get balanced. So as they come together as a module, everything happens over here is balancing.
Just think of how fast.
They're almost exactly the same, except for the curve at the end, they're separate. We always stick the wings on that out, follow the
Just a
hole.
big old horseshoe.
50,000 a piece, all titanium, with a nickel coating at the bottom. So you're 2.4 million in the front end on a 7B. Cool. And they're not the expensive blades. When you go out to test cell, the Gen X's, 100,000 each. They're carbon fiber blades. So
yeah, they're actually 120.
yeah, very expensive.
So over time, have they updated the material that has been used to make it more
Always.
efficient?
Yeah, they keep.
So they're constantly inspected. So I mean, titanium's kind of been the standard for a long time, and then now we're starting to get into carbon fibers, which the Gen X has, and the Leap 1A.
So as your fields, you have to constantly be keeping up with the standard and learning.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely. Because you're looking.
Yeah. I was like, we were like,
So while they're coming over here, I just wanted to give everybody a little bit of background and overview of this facility in general. This facility, our original 4 hangars were actually constructed during the Second World War by the federal government. If you are familiar with the Spirit/Triumph facility, they build the buses, and Spirit Aerosystems split that facility just a little bit down the way. That is where the federal government built the B-24s. Don't quote me on this one, but I believe it was B-24s during the Second World War. Our first 4 hangars were the finishing facility for those aircraft. They did the test flights out of here before they went out into service. At the conclusion of the Second World War, the federal government turned this facility over to the city of Tulsa, who then reached out to American Airlines, who was then headquartered at LaGuardia, and asked if they would move their heavy maintenance facility here to Tulsa. They did so, and we have been here ever since. That was about 77 years ago at this point, and we have just been expanding our footprint from those original 4 hangars. They're directly behind you are some of those hangars. So we built our engine facility, our wide body, our test cells. Here, the entire facility is about 22 buildings on this main site on about 250 acres, 3.3 million square feet under roof. And we have just there is a good reason for that. So some of these larger engines, we don't actually have the full capability to run them entirely. So they do some of the initial work and inspections here before those are sent out to some other facilities where they are fully overhauled. I'll call that individual back here in just a minute. While we are waiting just a couple minutes, are there any questions here? As you get over, you'll see that hangars 1 and 2 do have all of their dog houses. Hangars 3 and 4 don't have any dog houses right now. We are in the middle of going through our base master plan, which will extrapolate out here what we're going to be doing for the next 30 years. So we're still in the process of getting some of that sorted. If you'll excuse me, I do need to take this call.
The fan blade off of a 787.
All right.
So this is the new carbon fiber with the titanium bleeding edge. You can tell by the size of the one I was carrying earlier how much bigger that is.
Just $120,000.
About 120 grand. Now that's rounding, but it's in that neighborhood.
Which is stronger, the older than
Well, technically the new, because it's so much bigger, it's moving so much air that it has to be stronger compared to the smaller ones. It's just something different, right? Technology has, yeah.
And complexity of it, right?
Take your picture.
So if you want your selfies, go ahead. It's the engine shop, guys. We're all right.
Don't back out.
Yeah, I mean, it's all got to be lifted in with cranes and stuff like that.
Impressive. Look at this. Massive strut. Yeah. Let's see it.
Knowledgeable individuals on narrow body aircraft or any aircraft components that we have, please listen up. He's going to tell you everything that we do here with regard to heavy overhaul on the 737 fleet, as well as our modifications. But do listen to him, one of the most knowledgeable individuals that we have out here. Roger, take it away.
I always appreciate Chase's introduction. This is actually the high point of my working career. Somebody's not asking me what I spent today. Welcome y'all here to maintenance operations for one of our 737. Well, 737, every single piece of that structure
Yes, I'm going to Oklahoma State freshman this year.
OSU?
Yes.
My daughter
Makes the Skyhawk look like a joke.
Yeah.
Wow. Look at this, y'all.
They're not on right now. They're on, but they're
Y'all kind of gather all that. It's kind of hard to get for me to get the whole group and the floor part. Every system on the aircraft gets vetted. I don't care if it's a flight control system, an avionics system, or the sidewall panels. You see the sidewall panels going back in here. They've been up to one of our shops to be refurbished. It's kind of unbelievable what the flying public can do an airliner in 6 years. Y'all probably haven't had lunch yet, so I won't go into detail. But the things we find, especially currently our MAX fleet, that would be of everybody's Southwest, Delta, have the split scimitars on there. It's a pretty expensive mod to do. Requires some structural modifications to the wing, and it's a cost-benefit analysis of the amount of reduced drag, fuel performance that it brings.
Oh yeah, of course. 777. Nice.
So this is one of two engine options for the 777. This is the Rolls Royce option. Just a quick fact about it. This aircraft, this engine, when it is up at takeoff power, it takes in 3,000 square foot of air per second. So if you take your average American home, every second it can evacuate that home. Everything gone. Every second. At cruise, it pulls that back to about 75% of that. So about 2,200 square foot home every second. So it moves a lot of air. These engines, they have so many different data points that they monitor on them. A lot of these aircraft are smart enough that when they land, we have parts on the way. So in air, the aircraft knows what's going on. It knows what it needs to be fixed. It'll send us a message. We get the part ordered. When it lands and as it's unloading passengers, the parts come out, the airplane's being changed out, engine included. Kind of cool, these engines, they can be changed. Bolts, take them off, take all the extra stuff off, 3 days it's out. Over here is one of the main cabin doors. If you want to stay, poke your head inside and kind of see the mechanism inside. We do not normally take this off. However, in order to support the airline, we do try to take parts from our airplane, ship them out to fix other airplanes that are closer to their flight time. So you can kind of see how complicated the mechanism it is just to hold in the door.
Oh boy. This is your future right here, John.
What was that?
This is your future right here.
So this area, like the first class on 737 narrow bodies, like their fancy seats, we have a small section of fancy seats, and we go to kind of regular seats, and we just keep moving back like that. So. So, as you can see, with the ceiling panels off, you kind of see how much is actually hidden. All the airlines, all the sensors, all the wiring stuff, all the avionics, electronics above the bins. There's still on this side, you kind of see the more. These are all flight control, data center, all the vehicles and stuff. We use on the airplane. They're all housed in the back here on this side. Just like the city.
Yes.
So, kind of neat. Those insulation bags, really expensive insulation bags. You're at altitude. It's negative 65 degrees Fahrenheit. But this like that. There's a lot of, there's a big temperature. Go ahead and hang on this area. I'm going to make these guys stay up here.
Perfect.
Back there, it's basically the same stuff back there. It's just a little messy. There's more transparency back there, so we're trying to keep all this. big lining here, the big box, that is where the flight attendants sleep. So on your long-haul flight in Europe, Australia, wherever, there's actually 3 beds in there.
Sorry. Good. You're doing good. How was instrument?
Instrument is hard.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Instrument's a challenge. Tell me about it.
Rewarding,
Yes.
but it's very, very hard.
Right.
I probably tried it a couple times.
I understand. Private's been nice too. I'm right here.
I've gotten like 12 e-passes. Which
Wow.
They're non-revenue flying, but they're bus drive.
Right.
You get a seat regardless.
So I guess
I've gotten a couple badges.
What a facility. Oh my gosh.
The table were your traditional aircraft, for here metal. So the structure of this aircraft is actually composite. And also the bleed air system is almost non-existent. So bleed air is typically used for wing leading edges and to pressurize the cabin. So how that translates to passengers is they can actually pressurize this aircraft greater where you get less fatigue when you're flying on the plane. And it can also plan those level fuel emissions with spot weight.
Yeah. Look at what they want. Wow. Look at this. '87 Dreamliner cockpit. Wow.
We'll make attempts to do that, so. But unfortunately, they're down with the seats. That's the flight either, so that's the unfortunate part. Yes. Credit card.
Wait.
Can't quite get these views normally. No. Wow. Hey, there he is.
This is something that I've worked on several different aircraft that I haven't seen, but this aircraft's got electric brakes. So if, instead of hydraulics operating the brakes and pushing the pistons to make them operate, this has electric actuators that actually stop this aircraft on the ground. So something very different from what we're used to seeing on a traditional aircraft.
As I said before, this facility has been a significant part of Tulsa for many, many decades, and it's one that, because of the improvements that we are making right now.
that will do for the American Airlines Global Maintenance Headquarters Facility tour here at Tulsa International Airport. I thoroughly hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much to the Tulsa International Airport and American Airlines for making this possible during Tulsa International Airport's Aviation Day event. This was such an incredible experience, and I can't describe my appreciation enough for this incredible event. I highly recommend looking even more into maintenance and what it's all about. It is such a complex build with so many layers and elements, and what an amazing tour that this was, just to put that into perspective and take a look at all the elements combined. Thank you so much, American Airlines and Tulsa International Airport. Cannot thank you guys enough, and I thoroughly hope you guys enjoyed this video. But with all that being said, that will do it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. Trust the process. Do what you love and love what you do. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon as Redriveraviation is signing off.